25 years, the smartest 30 minutes on television. From the campus of Wake Tech, get your crania in gear. It's time to play Brain Game.
Competing today are Research Triangle High School and Middle College High School. High fives all around. Very good. Good extension there. Great shirts, you guys. Way to do it. All right. Well, hello and welcome to Brain Game, everyone. I'm your host, Mark Roberts. Thank you so much for joining us here at Wake Tech Scott, Northern Wake Campus. Let's go ahead and get started and meet the players that are here today. Let's begin now from Middle College High School in Durham. We have Trinity, Gabriel, and Henry. That is Middle College High, everybody, right there. And from Research Triangle High School in Durham, we have Tanishka, Audrey, and Arik. That is Research Triangle High School. Remember, in Brain Game, each team will have first crack at 3 questions in each category. Correct answers in Brain Game earn you 20. You'll miss it, we take 20 away. If a team can't answer, they can always pass, so the other team should always be ready with a response. Our players look ready, so let's get this Bowl City brouhaha underway. We'll test our players' knowledge in 9 categories. Our first is pop-up culture. Players, today we're testing your knowledge of lesser-known Summer Olympic sports. Some of the stuff you might find on ESPN The Ocho after dodgeball. Let's begin pop-up culture, lesser-known Summer Olympic sports with Middle College. Called featherball in German, this individual sport requires athletes to hit a shuttlecock across a net with a racket.
Our team's answer is badminton.
That is correct. Question 2 in pop-up culture for Middle College. Foil, saber, and épée are the 3 events in this sport which has been contested at every modern Olympic Games.
Our team's answer is fencing.
Fencing is right. At last pop-up culture for Middle College. This new sport is based on the skills of an ideal soldier. Pistol shooting, horseback riding, and running are 3 of its 5 events.
Our team's answer is the modern pentathlon.
That is correct. All right, you just swept that round. Way to go, Middle College. Now, let's try pop-up culture, lesser-known Summer Olympic sports with Research Triangle. China has dominated this sport that has singles, doubles, and team events. Don't call it by its onomatopoetic name, though. I got onomatopoetic down so well. And that is the end of the question there, you guys. Do not call it by its onomatopoetic name, though. For Research Triangle.
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Middle College.
Our team's answer is table tennis.
That is correct. All right, back to Research Triangle. Since it's far less common in France than in Hawaii or Australia, its competitions were held in Tahiti. What debuted in 2020 with the shortboard event?
Our team's answer is surfing.
Surfing is right. And last pop-up culture for Research Triangle. India is the most successful country at this event, often a sport for women in high school and college. Its ice variant is played at the Winter Olympics.
Our team's answer is field hockey.
Field hockey is right. The Olympic sport of breaking caught everyone's attention in Paris over the summer, but the kangaroo hopping Ray Gun's 15 minutes may already be over because she is not in our next category, headliners. Players will need to be on top of ever-changing current events, both foreign and domestic. Each team begins with a visual question, and we're beginning headliners with Middle College. His approval rating has recently risen, but his Likud party would not be able to form a majority if elected today. Who is this Israeli prime minister?
Our team's answer is Netanyahu.
That's right. Question 2 in headliners for Middle College. In September, Ryan Wesley Ruth was arrested near the Trump International Golf Club and charged with this crime.
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Research Triangle High.
Our team's answer is pass.
Attempted assassination of Donald Trump. And last headliners for Middle College. What pair of hurricanes recently pummeled the west coast of Florida?
Our team's answer is Milton and Helene.
Those are the ones, and that's right. Let's move over now to Research Triangle High for headliners. Her work on the January 6th committee and her endorsement of Kamala Harris have made her a notable Republican. Who is this former Wyoming representative?
Our team's answer is pass.
That goes over to Middle College, if you would like to try that.
Our team's answer is Liz Cheney.
That's right. Back to Research Triangle for headliners. What Asian nation recently sent its citizens to Ukraine to assist Russia's military?
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Middle College.
Our team's answer is North Korea.
North Korea is right. And last headliners for Research Triangle. The UK Home Office recently issued a real passport to what hairy, blue, raincoated Peruvian immigrant who showed up one day at a particular railway station?
Our team's answer is pass.
Middle College.
Our team's answer is pass.
The answer we're looking for there is Paddington. The movie Paddington in Peru is already out in the UK. In the US, it'll be out in January when it'll open across America, which is our next category. And players, today we are testing your knowledge of time zones and time zone math. Listen carefully to each question and make sure you're offering up the right information to earn points. So we'll begin across America with Middle College. In the 50 US states, how many time zones are there?
Our team's answer is 5.
That is incorrect. Research Triangle.
Our team's answer is 4.
Also incorrect. The answer we're looking for there is 6. There are 6 time zones. Now we're back to Middle College for more across America. All of New Mexico lies in which time zone?
Our team's answer is Mountain Time.
That is right. And last across America for Middle College, during December, when it's 2 p.m. in Hawaii, what time is it in Raleigh?
Our team's answer is pass.
Research Triangle.
Our team's answer is pass.
2 p.m. in Hawaii, 7 p.m. in Raleigh. Now, let's go across America with Research Triangle. What U.S. island chain is in the same time zone as Hawaii?
Our team's answer is pass.
Middle College.
Our team's answer is pass.
The Aleutian Islands. Now we're back with Research Triangle. What is the only U.S. state of the lower 48 that is in the Pacific time zone but does not have a Pacific coastline?
Our team's answer is pass.
Middle College.
Our team's answer is Idaho.
That is incorrect. Nevada, the answer we're looking for. And last across America for Research Triangle. During December, when it's 2 p.m. in Raleigh, what time is it in Anchorage, Alaska?
Our team's answer is pass.
Middle College.
Our team's answer is pass.
10 a.m. The answer we're looking for. All right, players, we've hit our first break, so keep your thinking caps on. Word Power and Arts and Literature are the next stops on Brain Game. We will be right back, everyone.
Expect the unexpected. Wake Tech.
In keeping with the FCC regulations regarding children's television programming, WRAL's Children's Programming Report documenting our compliance is available for viewing in the station's online public file, located on the FCC's website at stations.fcc.gov. The Children's Television Programming Report is also available for public viewing during our normal business hours, Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. WRAL TV is located at 2619 Western Boulevard in Raleigh.
Welcome back to Brain Game, everyone. After that first round of play, we have Middle College with 140 points, and Research Triangle is in there at 20. It's time to find out now how well our players can do filling in the blanks. In Word Power today, the I's have it. Each correct answer will have the cluster I-Z-E in it. We won't tell you exactly where, but like the old tomato sauce commercial said, it's in there. Here we pray go. We start with Middle College. Muggsy Bogues at 5'3" could be called this 10-letter word as the shortest NBA player. Had a dramatic pause there, so I don't know if that's
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Research Triangle.
Our team's answer is pass.
Undersized. All right, question 2 in this category for middle college. Get your head out of the sand and tell us this 9-letter word for avoiding or keeping a person out of a group.
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Research Triangle, if you would like to attempt.
Our team's answer is ostracize.
Ostracize is right. Now, we're back to middle college for one more. This 9-letter word contains the German word for powder and means to break something into powder.
Our team's answer is pulverize.
Pulverize is right. Way to pull it out. Now, we're going to Research Triangle for word power. Sparks and lasers can do this to an atom or molecule to give it a charge. What is this 6-letter word?
Our team's answer is ionize.
That's right. Question 2 in word power for Research Triangle. What 9-letter word describes the process of arranging items in an unpredictable order?
Our team's answer is randomize.
Randomize is right. And last word power for Research Triangle, you can become one of these in the U.S. by birth, marriage, or naturalization. What is this 7-letter term?
Our team's answer is citizen.
Citizen is right. And good old Muggsy Bogues set the record for assists at Wake Forest before going to the NBA. If you saw him play, he was a poet on the court, which brings us to our next category, which is arts and literature. Players today, we're covering everything from the Renaissance to disco. So be sure to play to your team's strengths. We will start with a visual clue and beginning this round with middle college. What painting, shown here, a fresco in an Italian monastery, is thought to have ushered in the High Renaissance? All 12 apostles are shown.
Our team's answer is The Last Supper.
That's right. Question 2 in Arts and Lit for middle college. Dvorak wrote a quartet, quintet, and a suite named with this adjective that could describe either north or south on this continent.
Our team's answer is pass.
Research Triangle, would you like to try?
Our team's answer is pass.
American, the answer we're looking for. And last Arts and Lit for middle college. She's the rich aunt of Joe, Meg, Beth, and Amy. She is disapproving until her death.
Our team's answer is pass.
Research Triangle.
Our team's answer is pass.
Josephine March is the answer that we were looking for. Now, let's do Arts and Lit with Research Triangle. They are a common subject for painters. But who are these 3 learned figures painted by Botticelli who visit the baby Jesus for their adoration?
Our team's answer is 3 wise men.
That is correct. Question 2 in Arts and Lit for Research Triangle. This 1977 film became a 1998 musical featuring many of the original Bee Gees songs from the disco era. What dated musical is this?
Our team's answer is Hairspray.
That is incorrect. Middle college.
Our team's answer is pass.
Saturday Night Fever, when John Travolta was much younger. And last question in Arts and Lit for Research Triangle, known more for politics than literature. This 1953 Nobel laureate served as Prime Minister of the UK from 1940 to 1945, and again from 1950 to 1955.
Our team's answer is pass.
That goes to middle college, if you would like to take a try.
Our team's answer is Churchill.
Churchill is correct. All right, players, take a breather because you'll need it. We're doing a popularity contest in Name Game and crunching numbers and rocket science when Brain Game returns, everyone.
When I'm hungry, my stomach hurts. I get sad and scared. I feel all alone. When I'm hungry, I can't concentrate on school.
I don't think anybody cares.
I want to shut my eyes and disappear.
Nearly 1 in 3 people around the world don't have access to enough food. Even in the U.S., 1 in 5 children can't be sure where their next meal will come from. But together, we can do something about it. Feed the Children provides struggling families with the food and essentials they need. When you open your heart, the impact you can make helps families thrive.
We literally don't have any food right now.
It's very stressful. You have 3 daughters, you have a wife.
You try to do the best you can, but it's still very, very hard.
I'm trying not to cry, but we wouldn't have nothing if there was nobody that could help us out.
For hungry kids who need help, you can make the difference. Learn more at feedthechildren.org.
The Ducks Unlimited dream came to life because of conservationists just like you. Your support has enabled Ducks Unlimited to conserve 15 million acres throughout North America. But our mission is far from over. Wherever wetland habitats are threatened, we'll be there. Because we understand that long after we're all gone, our dream remains in the best of hands.
Welcome back to Brain Game, everyone. After that second round of play, we have Middle College with 200 points, and Research Triangle is in there at 100. And we have a substitute in the game now for Middle College. Let's welcome Isaiah to the game, everybody. There's Isaiah waving good to the crowd. Good job. Oh, Isaiah's got a following. Man, all right. Well, let's get back to the questions with Name Game, where today it is a popularity contest. Each correct answer will be a frequently used name of a pope. But you don't have to be a Catholic connoisseur to earn points. Pay close attention to all the clues in the question and work together. The perks of papal knowledge is your Vatican. Rack up some points. All right. Now, let's start Name Game with Middle College. There were 23 with this name, the last of whom served until 1963 and convened the Vatican II Conference.
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Research Triangle.
Our team's answer is pass.
John. Question 2 in Name Game for Middle College. There have been 15 with this name. The last was German and served until 2013. The eggs are not named for him. That's a clue.
Our team's answer is Urban.
That is incorrect. Research Triangle, would you like to try?
Our team's answer is Benedict.
Benedict is correct. And last Name Game for Middle College, Britney Spears is not that pope. 13 popes took this name. The last served until 1724. You would expect a pope to be this.
Our team's answer is pass.
To Research Triangle.
Our team's answer is Innocent.
Innocent is correct. All right, now we're doing popular pope names with Research Triangle. 16 popes with this name have served, including one who commissioned a calendar and one with some namesake chants.
Our team's answer is Gregorian.
Yeah, that is correct. Gregorian, you got it. Question 2 in Name Game for Research Triangle. The tiny orange is not named for this pope, nor does he indicate good weather. There have been 14 with this name.
Our team's answer is Clementine.
That is incorrect. Middle College.
Our team's answer is Clement.
Clement is correct. And last Name Game for Research Triangle. Tied with Innocent at 13 popes. The 10th one was a member of the Medici family. His indulgences led Martin Luther to kick off the Reformation.
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Middle College, if you would like to try.
Our team's answer is pass.
Leo, the answer we're looking for. Now, we've done some research. There have been 266 popes. Only 0.37% of them have been named Cletus. Players, have your pencils and scratch paper at the ready now, please. It's time to play Crunching Numbers. You now have twice as much time to answer each question. If you're still stumped, then you can always pass to the other team, so everyone should be working toward an answer. Let's start crunching numbers with Middle College. What is the smallest integer n such that n squared is between 10 and 30?
Our team's answer is 4.
That is incorrect. Research Triangle. Anything, Research?
Our team's answer is 5.
That is incorrect. Answer we were looking for there, -5. All right, back with Middle College on crunching numbers. Given that 1/10 of x minus 1/5 equals 1/2, what's the value of x?
Our team's answer is 7.
7 is correct. And last crunching numbers for Middle College. In isosceles trapezoid ABCD, the measure of angle A is 50 degrees and the measure of angle DEB is 110 degrees. Determine the measure of angle 3.
Our team's answer is 130.
That is right. Now, let's do crunching numbers with Research Triangle. For the given set, if the median is 10, what's the value of x?
Our team's answer is 6.
6 is right. Second crunching numbers for Research Triangle. For the function y equals x minus 3 times x plus 5, what is the y coordinate of the vertex? You gotta watch your vertex. Need something over there, Research Triangle. Anything for us?
-16.
Is correct. And last crunching numbers for Research Triangle. Given the conditional statement, if P, then Q, what is its contrapositive?
Our team's answer is pass.
That goes over Middle College.
Our team's answer is pass.
Answer we're looking for, if not Q, then not P. All right, congratulations. You've made it through the math portion of Brain Game. That's an accomplishment. We're blasting off now to rocket science, which means there are only 6 questions left before the final round. We're covering biology, botany, physics, and chemistry. Each team will begin with a visual question, so please listen carefully. We're starting rocket science with Middle College. Anthraquinones, an oxalic acid, make its leaves toxic, but the stems can make a tasty pie. What is this plant?
Our team's answer is rhubarb.
Rhubarb is right. Sticking with Middle College, most of these are pneumatic and the radial type. Filling them with nitrogen usually isn't worth the cost. What are these items?
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Research Triangle.
Our team's answer is pass.
Tire, the answer we were looking for. And last rocket science for Middle College. This term describes the point in a system of particles where the weight of every part adds up to 0. What is it? Adds up to 0.
Our team's answer is pass.
Research Triangle.
Our team's answer is pass.
Center of mass, the answer that we were looking out for. Now, let's do rocket science with Research Triangle. Rubies and sapphires differ in composition by an impurity. What light, strong metal makes up the crystal that they have in common?
Our team's answer is pass.
Middle College, would you like to try?
Our team's answer is pass.
Aluminum, the answer that we were looking for. We're going with question 2 in rocket science with Research Triangle. What adjective is used to describe acids that completely dissociate in solution?
Our team's answer is pass.
Middle College.
Our team's answer is pass.
Strong, the answer we were looking for. And last, rocket science for Research Triangle. Godzilla is a star 10.9 billion light years from Earth, and it has the greatest rate of energy release per unit time of any star. What term describes this condition?
Our team's answer is pass.
Middle College.
Our team's answer is pass.
Luminosity is the answer we're looking for. All right. We've made it down to our last question now, players. Globetrotting. How much do our players know about Central America? We'll find out when Brain Game returns.
These walls and windows hold me tight. The warm embrace we all call home. My neighbors watch over one another. This little street is a land of liberty of its own, where I always have a place to go. I'm free to call this place mine. We all deserve a place to call home.
That's an American dream.
A waterfall made of fire. Goats that defy gravity. A turning point in history. A palace carved out of clay. A place where we grew wings. A thunderstorm beneath your feet. An eternal torch and an enduring dream. National parks are extraordinary. So is the support you give them.
Welcome back to Brain Game, everyone. We hope you're playing along on your TV or your favorite device. If you want more information about the smartest 30 minutes on television, go to WRAL.com and type the search words Brain Game for the season schedule, final scores, and to watch past episodes. Our regular round of play ended with Middle College on the board at 240 and Research Triangle in there with 160. Up to 200 points are now on the table, and all comes down to our game's final question. Each team determined how much to risk on globetrotting during our commercial break. Teams, here is your all-important final question. Name the only Central American country to have a Pacific coast, but not a Caribbean coast. Stay tuned. The final answer and the final scores when Brain Game returns.
Expect the unexpected. Wake Tech.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire. And how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back to Brain Game, everyone. Our teams are locked in with their final answer to our final question, which is, name the only Central American country to have a Pacific coast, but not a Caribbean coast. Let's go to our teams and see what we have. Let's begin with Research Triangle. Please tell us your answer.
Our team's answer is El Salvador.
That was correct. You risked 10 points. That brings your game total to 170. All right. That's worthy of applause, yes. All right. Middle College, tell us your answer.
Our team's answer is Guatemala.
That was incorrect. You risked 80 points. That brings your game total to 160. Again, correct answer, El Salvador. So with today's final score of 170, Research Triangle is today's Brain Game winner. Man, way to pull it out. All right. Congratulations to Research Triangle High School. Please join us next week when Rocky Mount High takes on Pinecrest High School. Thank you for watching Brain Game, the smartest 30 minutes on TV, everyone.